For many years, I have heard about the Kawai mini piano, which was a full, not a full-size piano, but a fully functioning piano that was actually made for kids, and it was downscaled for kids so that their little hands could fit on it and they could learn the magic of the piano at a very young age. For a long time, I had heard of these pianos, but I had never found one, and today, this is what I have. Now, I'm sitting on a full-size music bench. This is a proper music bench made for a full-scale piano like the one sitting here, and as you can see, it's almost as big as the piano itself. So this is indeed a piano. Now, you're probably familiar with those little like Schoenhut pianos that you find at Guitar Center that are like a little like fake Celesta that are not very good. That's not what this is. This is a fully functioned piano, and what's cool, and one of my favorite things about it is, first of all, it's tiny, it's adorable. It's like a little miniature scaled down 45-inch piano. Now, of course, it's not 45 inches, it's more like 25, if that, but it's the shape and the layout of a 45-inch piano, but scaled down for kids. One of my favorite things about it is, first of all, there's an actual Kawai logo, just like in a real piano, on here. It's probably a special thing they came up with just for this piano because it's awfully small, and it says KK, which is, I believe his first name was Koichi Kawai, and he was the founder of Kawai. If I have his first name wrong, I'm sorry, but I do know that KK stands for Kawai. Then this weird little contraption is the music desk, and it's ingenious, and I love it. So your little child can put music up on this little thing here, and then you can close the lid up just like a piano, and then that's the music desk. Now, I think this is the fallboard, of course, and then this can open up just like that, and then it rests there, and it's a really interesting idea. I'm kind of surprised they didn't use the layout that a traditional upright uses, where it has a little music desk here that folds, but I'm willing to bet they didn't do that because a kid would just close the music desk and then it would end up breaking. Although this is such a elaborate piece, I'm kind of surprised they decided to trust little kids with it, because kids often will break things, and it's rather delicate. But it's a really, really cool setup, and I love how that works, and it's so ingenious of a way to fit a music desk into the piano, and I really love the way it just goes whoop, and then folds up into the piano. Now, as you can see here, we have tuning pins and we have strings, and this is a fully functioning piano. Now, it has not been restored, and there's not really much restoration that needs to be done. It needs a tune, and a few of the notes are a little bit funny, and they could need some adjustment. But other than that, it's a really great idea, and you guys can get an idea of what it sounds like and what it once was, as you can see here. It is a piano, and it has a piano sound, and I'm sure you guys are curious what it looks like on the inside. So let me take off this front panel, and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. Now, if it was fully in tune, I'd play some music on it. It would actually sound pretty good. I think if it was tuned up, it would sound just like a normal piano, maybe a little bit thinner, but it would have a real piano sound, which I think is amazing. So this is the inside of the Kawai toy piano, and as you can see, it is a fully functioned piano, which I find is absolutely amazing that Kawai and people actually made a real piano, but scaled down for kids. As you can see, it's a fully functioned piano, and I'm kind of amazed at that. We have actual felt hammers, we have actual strings with, I believe these are normal size tuning pins. They might be smaller, but I think they're normal size. We have an actual cast iron harp here as well. There once was a decal here that had a number on it. It says 10512, and it had some patent info on it as well. So that might be a serial number, and if it is, maybe you guys could look it up and actually figure out when this was made. It says made in Japan here as well, so they made it probably at one of their piano factories as well, which I think is cool. Now, also what's neat is, despite how small this is, since it's kind of like a scaled up, maybe like a 45-inch piano, but really scaled down, it has a direct blow action. When you push a little tiny key up here, the end of the note actually pushes up on the action parts. There is no drop action going on here from what I can tell. It definitely does not look like it. And so that means that the action is going to respond very, very well and have a nice feel. What I find adorable is, first of all, the logo is cool. It's not adorable, but it's a really cool logo with the really neat wings that kind of look almost Egyptian in a way. It's really neat with a little lyre logo in the middle. But what I find adorable is how tiny the keys are. Look at how little tiny the black keys are, and look how small the white keys are. They're really, really cute and really adorable, because of course this piano was geared towards children. It's called a mini piano, and it's a child's piano. But what I find awesome is that it's a scaled down piano. If you look at the inside, we have actual copper wound bass strings at the end that are actually in very good condition. I think the lid has like always been closed on this thing. It is unrestored, so it has a few little hiccups, which I'm not going to fault because it's just such a cool little thing here that I can't believe I've actually found one. And what's neat to me is there's actually two little, look how tiny the pedals are, they're adorable. There's two little pedals that of course actually do what pedals do on an actual piano. If you push the damper pedal, if you look inside, it actually lifts the dampers off the strings. And if you push the left pedal, it moves the hammers closer to the strings. like a real soft pedal. I moved the fallboard there. But as you can see, you know, it's not perfect, but that's okay. But it actually is a fully functioning piano, which I am just absolutely amazed at. I wonder if this bottom piece opens up too. It looks like it does, guys. This is it's literally just, it's a fully functioning piano. It even has the bottom part down here. Look at the cute little harp. And we've got an actual wooden trap mechanism for the pedals, just like on a real piano. We have an actual harp, as I showed you up top. It's metal. It's black. I guess they didn't paint it gold. But we've got the strings. We have a bridge. We've got a rather primitive, but indeed we have little hitch pins that the string wraps around, just like on a real piano. So it's so fascinating. Now, of course, they wouldn't have put as much detail and time into building one of these as they would their professional line of pianos, but I still find it amazing that they put as much detail into it as they did, because it's wild. I love it. It's absolutely cool. Now, as I've demonstrated, it isn't perfect and it does need to be tuned, but that's okay. And I'm sure that you guys can get an idea of what it sounds like, and even though I can't really play much on it, I'm sure that you guys are very interested in this because it's such an unusual thing. I have seen small scale pianos before. This shop that I'm at right now actually has a 66-note rare spinet upstairs that is a surprisingly good piano. I've seen a weird Hampton travel piano. I've seen an ASC apartment piano, but I've never found one of these, the mini piano made by Kawai. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video on this very interesting piano. Again, it is a fully functioning piano and it does work, but it's not in tune, as I said. But it's so cool. I really think it's amazing that they made an actual piano for kids. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. So anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video on this very interesting mini piano made by Kawai. This is a Kawai piano. It's a little tiny one, but it is a Kawai. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, and if you want to go check out my channel, I've got lots of cool videos on normal size Kawai pianos, their concert grand pianos, also Yamahas and Steinways and Bosendorfers and all kinds of other cool pianos on my channel. So if you want to go check that out, you can. And if you want to subscribe, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.